Tanner Smith, circa 1916, disciple of a young writer named Jack London. Tanner Smith, now consigned to what is affectionately known by the Bowery Boys as the Ref. A grim sojourn into solitude, despair, pain, and sooner than he knows, a curious corner in the Twilight Zone.
I've been watching you.
I know.
You gonna tell your father?
Why would I do that? I wouldn't want to get you into trouble.
It'd be worth it. You're so pretty. Does your hair always shine like that?
Almost always.
I saw you go into the library.
I like to read.
Well, so do I. Books about wolves.
You better go. I wouldn't want you punished.
But I want to see you again. Talk to you.
I don't think that would be wise.
I'm not wise. I'm just hungry for someone. I'm Tanner. Tanner Smith.
I've got to go.
Oh, wait. Well, can I see you again? Please?
We'll have to be careful.
I dream about you.
So you say.
Oh, it's true. Pretty dreams. The trees are as high as the sky. Do you ever dream about me?
Sometimes.
What is it?
The dreams frighten me. They're dark sometimes. Winds are blowing and I hear strange sounds. I wake up fearing I'll be calling your name and my father will hear. I have another book for you, Tanner.
Another Jack London.
I know how you like stories about wolves.
Oh, a wolf mates for life, Amy. Did you know that? For all his life, he'll never know another. I have something for you, too.
It's lovely.
It was my mother's.
Really?
No. That ain't true. I don't want to lie to you, Amy. I don't ever want to lie.
Then where'd you get it?
I picked it off a drunk in Chatham Square. But I never hurt no one, Amy. You gotta believe that. I'm sure I had a real gift for picking pockets, but it was just a way of surviving. I had to do it. It's just a way on the streets. You understand?
I don't care about all that. I know what you really are. I love you, Tanner. My sweet, gentle Tanner.
Amy. Dear Amy.
Kiss me, Tanner. Kiss me.
just like him, Mother. In the hay at dusk with any filthy scamp that winks an eye. A wolf steals a lamb from the flock, eh? Well, my young sir, to me belongeth vengeance and restitution. I have warned you time and time again to stay away from the scum in this place. They are animals, beasts, to be caged away from the decent people of this world. I have taught you the scriptures, girl. I have prayed that you'd live by them. And I will not have my flesh betray their righteousness.
I hate you.
And if you should choose to disobey me again and crawl to him in the night, I'll know it. And I will see to it that he's found dead in some dark hallway.
No!
Girl, it'll be all right.
No, it won't be all right. You'll kill Tanner if I ever see him again. I know him. He'll do it.
Well, now, Amy, you know the hokey ain't gonna let that happen.
You're nothing but a broken down old bum. What could you do? I just want to die. That's what I want. To be dead.
No, Amy, dying ain't the answer. Not for you, not for Tanner. Because you're young. And you're in love, and you must never give up hope.
I'm sorry for what I said. I didn't mean it, Hokey.
Oh.
Amy, have you seen her? Her father didn't hurt her, did he?
Not her spirit, boy. She's a bright arrow. She has the power to soar above her father's deviltry.
Oh. You know where she might be?
She spends her evenings in the library, poring over the books like she's searching for something.
I gotta see her.
No, Tanner, you can't. Her father told her he'd have you done in if she saw you again.
I don't care.
No, Tanner, you mustn't.
I gotta see her.
Oh, Tanner, no.
I know the hokey told me, but I had to see you. I had to.
I've missed you so much.
Amy, we gotta find a way out of here.
I've thought of everything. There just isn't any way. Except...
Except what?
Come with me. It's probably the oldest book in the world.
But what is it? What's it got to do with us getting out of here?
Just listen to me, Tanner.
I'm listening, but I don't get it. But I just don't understand, Amy.
You believe in the human soul, don't you?
Well, I guess I do.
Tanner, this book is all about releasing the soul to renew its existence into another time and place. Look, you see these lines?
Yes, I see them, but what does it have to do with us?
I don't know if it's really true. But the book says by concentrating on the lines, you'll soon be able to see a door. And if you persevere, you'll be able to open that door and pass right through it.
Pass right through it? But to where, Amy? Where?
A better world, Tanner. A free world.
daughter.
Amy. Amy!
Tanner!
I had this dream. Like you or someone was calling me, and then the gate was open.
Tanner, there's no time. My father will know that we're meeting.
But we're outside. We could run away right now.
No, Tanner, it wouldn't work. He'd find us no matter where we went.
I can hardly breathe without you. How can I live without you?
Tanner, listen to me. I have found the only real way out. It's in that book I showed you. It's another world, Tanner. A younger world.
What are you talking about? I don't understand you.
Please believe in me, Tanner. When the time comes, you'll know.
But Amy...
I love you, Tanner. I'll always love you. Now get this piece of paper to him. Make him believe. Promise me.
I promise, Amy, I promise, but I don't think he'll believe me.
If you're convinced, he'll believe you.
Amy, are you sure of what you're doing?
For the first time, I do feel hope. Now remember, Hokey, I may seem dead, but I won't be. My mind and spirit will just separate from my body.
But Amy, if you seem dead, your father will think you are, and he'll try to bury you.
I don't know what will happen, but I'll be free.
Amy. Amy, wake up. No! Why would you leave me? Why?
Dad! It was you! God! She killed herself because of you! Damn you!
Take him to the hole and lace him up tight.
You killed her, and you're gonna rot in hell for it!
Hell, that's your home, young sir. A true disciple of your master you are.
Amy! Why didn't you wait?
Tanner!
Hokey? She's dead.
No, Tanner, I swear I saw her. She left her body, moving into the other world.
But how can that be?
She told me how she did it, and how you can do it too.
Thou shalt vow a vow unto the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not slack to pay it. For the Lord thy God shall surely require it of thee. Thou art my battle axe and my weapon of war. And the enemy is the son of the morning, the disciple of Lucifer.
But if this is our last chance, please, believe me and do as I say. They're together, running free, in a place where no one can hurt them again.
A song of the younger world. A tale told on wintry nights when the moon is full, of living with wolves and learning to howl.
Yes, I realize there are only 3 weeks left in the fundraising drive. That's why we've got to make as many contacts as we can. Uh-huh. Well, did you talk to him? Yeah? Jerry, everybody's tired. But we're too close to our goal to slow down now. Right. Yeah, I understand that, but... Well, look, all I ask is that you try, okay? All right, thanks. Bye.
There dwells within this parish a modern-day apostle and master builder who lists among his tools of trade a Bible, a rosary, and a calculator. His name, Father Mark Cassidy. Age, 42. A fair and noble man who's about to discover one of his accounts is still open. That account is labeled Guilt, and it's concealed in a ledger stored in the Twilight Zone.
Good morning to you, Father. Breakfast is up. The bacon's cooked and crisp the way you like it.
Well, I don't really have time for breakfast, Maggie. Got a meeting with the Trustwell Foundation people this morning. But I could sure use a cup of that coffee.
You look like you could use a bed.
Maggie, please. We need the Foundation's participation in this drive, and I promised the bishop I'd get it. Is that the biggest cup we have?
Why not hook up the coffee pot to an IV? Oh, Father, I know. What you do with your life is your business.
Thank you.
But what you're doing with it is not so good.
I gotta go.
You're working too hard on this hospital wing. You don't eat right. You need rest. Keep it up, and I'll bet you 2 bones and a cup of milk you'll be the first person needing a bed when it finally opens.
It's a children's wing, Maggie. They won't admit me.
And I think you're worse than a child when it comes to taking care of your health.
School bell rang, Billy. Well, at least go in out of breath to show you made an effort.
Thanks, Father.
Maggie, call 911.
Father Mark, what is it? Father Mark!
Go back. There's been an accident. Call for help. Call for...
I remember that children's wing when it was nothing more than a dream.
Monsignor Perot. It's good to see you, as always.
I look forward to these monthly visits. Gets me out of the city. Makes me feel vital. Oh, do you mind?
No, please. How's the bishop?
Delirious. We don't know what you said to the Trustwell Foundation yesterday, but they've been calling all morning, asking, no, demanding to know what they can do to participate in the building of the hospital wing. Mark, I think we're going to reach our goals sooner than we think. Are you okay?
Oh, yes. I guess it's just the shock of all this coming to an end.
Well, maybe none too soon. Mrs. Dugan cornered me on the way in. She thinks you've been working too hard.
Perfectly all right. I work hard, sure, but so do you.
I know I do, but I also enjoy my time off. Mark, in the 20 years I've known you, I've yet to see you take a vacation.
There was just too much to be done around here.
I know. And if it wasn't for you, St. Timothy's would have closed its doors years ago. But you need a break, and I want you to take one.
Monsignor, with all due respect, I couldn't take a break right now even if I wanted to, not with us being so close.
But Mark,
I made a commitment to those children and their parents to build them this wing. They're counting on me. If I'm tired, that's a small price to pay for all the good that will come of it. Please, don't ask me to stop now. Not before we're finished. And Father Damien looked at the leper as though he were his brother. And he took the pipe from the leper's mouth and he put it in his own.
Oh, gross.
Well, it sounds awful, I know, but with that one selfless act, Father Damien gave the leper something very precious. He gave him dignity. Now, I'm not suggesting that you go out in the world and help lepers. There are countless other sacrifices you can make in your everyday life that will make you equally worthy in the eyes of the Lord.
Father Mark?
I'll be right back.
Wait!
What's he running after? Let's go! Father Mark!
Don't just stand there, get help! Can't you see? Can't you see?
When Father Mark first came to me with the idea to raise money for the children's wing, my reaction was, we better get bigger collection plates. $2 million. I confess I had my doubts. But fortunately for all of us, he didn't. Father Mark, it is due to your undying faith and selfless devotion to the children of this community, to all of the people, that we finally reached our goal. The hospital wing will be built. And I'm happy to announce that from this day forward, it will be known as the Father Mark Cassidy Children's Wing.
This is a great honor. I guess I should be happy, but I don't know if I deserve this.
I know we all know this is an emotional time for all of us, so please, there's refreshments for everyone down in the church basement. Mark. These are lovely grounds. I'm surprised you don't make more use of them.
There's just no time.
For people whose business it is to preach eternity, it's ironic that we can't take a little moment to ourselves every now and then. Oh, these roses are special.
They were a favorite of a friend of mine.
You know, the bishop is singing praises about you. He thinks what you've accomplished here is nothing short of a miracle.
Well, please tell the bishop to reserve his praises for somebody more worthy than I.
There are very few.
Well, Senor, I am only a priest.
No, you're a good priest, and God won't think any the less of you if you pat yourself on the back every now and then.
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, that's a matter for debate, and one that you'll now have plenty of time to reflect on.
No, there's still too much to be done around here.
Mark, this is not a request. The bishop has ordered you to take a leave.
But what about the clothing drive and the pageant and the operating costs?
Don't drive yourself so hard. Others can do those things.
No, they can't. You don't understand. There's something God wants me to do. Something here, right here. And I cannot leave until I find out what it is.
What it is? When you came here, St. Timothy's was on the verge of collapse. Now we got a thriving church, a school, a new hospital wing. The parish couldn't have survived without you. You've built a solid foundation. Now St. Timothy's can stand on its own.
What about me? What do I do now?
God gave you a mission, and you've completed it. Trust him to show you what to do next.
What do you want me to do? I live with Kelly's death every day. I keep hearing her crying, begging, Mark, help me. It was so senseless. Why her? Why wasn't she thrown from the car instead of me? How could you let it happen to her? It wasn't fair. I was the coward. I saw the flames, and I was afraid. I could have saved her. I know I could have saved her, but I was afraid. I didn't want to die, so I ran. I know not worthy of your forgiveness. But I ask your mercy. Haven't I atoned enough for what I did? Please, I cannot go on like this. Tell me, why is this happening?
Good morning, Father.
Yes, it is.
You're looking extremely well this morning, Father.
Blessed are the pure in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. A message delivered from thousands of pulpits to millions of people yearning for peace, including one local parish priest whose road to peace and salvation crossed right through the Twilight Zone.
Keep them.
Hellgramite method. Cure for the problem drinker. Hey, can I buy you a drink? Weird. Another one, Jamie.
Your pizza's getting cold.
Look, we'll just make it one for the road. I'm out of here. Put it on my tab.
Heard that one before.
Miley Judson, an everyman who has strayed from the path, slipped and fallen many times. A man who seeks solace from his problems at the bottom of a glass. A good man at war with himself, slowly drowning in alcohol, swallow by swallow, pulled down by the insidious undertow of an endless ocean of booze, helpless to stop doing the one thing he does better than anything else: drink.
Hey, rise and shine.
Jamie, just one more for the road.
That's what you said 5 hours ago. We're closed, Miley. Go home.
Home. I gotta go home. Ready? I'm home and it's pizza time. Ooh, God. God. I'm sorry, honey. I know you're hungry. So what do you say we take this old cold pizza, put it in a nice hot oven.
Do you have any idea what time it is?
Are you sick again, Daddy?
Come here. You hit the trail, kiddo. You got school tomorrow. I've had it. I can't take any more.
Dr. Jeannie
Merrick.
I know. Listen, I know it's late, but Matchbox says 24 hours a day.
Come. Come in, Mr.
Miley Judson.
Judson. Come in, Mr. Judson. I'm used to my patients dropping in at odd hours.
The advertisement mentions a cure.
Yes. The Hellgramite method. Go ahead. Help yourself.
You want one?
No, thank you. Now, I'll need some information.
Information? What kind of information?
Just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, first of all, I'm tired of talking about all the friends I've lost. Tired about talking about all the blackouts. Tired of the hangovers. Look, I know I got a problem. I'm an alcoholic. I guess the bottom line is, what can you do about it?
Have you tried to quit?
Oh, 1,000 times. Tried everything. Shrinks. Aversion therapy. Nothing lasts more than 2 or 3 months. Because I love this stuff. I hate this stuff.
I understand. And I can help. I've yet to encounter a case that's beyond my help. The Helgramite method is unique.
Well, what are you going to do?
It's the first step in your treatment.
Pretty. Ooh, let's see. Oh, well. What the hell? What have I got to lose?
You're quite sure you want to quit drinking? I want you to understand that with this method, there's no turning back.
Things couldn't get much worse.
That's all there is to it for now. Call me in a couple of days.
Well, that's all there is to it. There's no lecture.
Next visit. You don't want to hear any speeches tonight. Go home. Get some sleep.
What do I owe you?
The initial consultation is free. We'll discuss payment later if you decide to continue.
Oh, hell, I'll give it a shot.
I'm certain you will, Mr. Judson.
Oh, how about one for the road? No, just kidding. Morning. Really tied one on last night, sorry.
Is that the best you can do?
Franny, I think we need to talk.
Talk? Miley, I'm fed up. Do you understand?
Hi.
Hey there, Chatter.
Hey, Chatter. Here. Come here. Take your breakfast. Go in the other room.
No, I said I was sorry, Franny. We'll talk tonight. Things will change. I promise. You'll see.
Man, you're really putting them away.
Watering the stuff down, Jamie? This stuff's got no kick at all. Give me a whiskey, will you? Make it a double.
I never saw anybody drink that much and stay conscious.
I don't feel a thing. This is nuts.
I see you've been drinking, Mr. Judson.
Just tell me what's going on.
Well, as you recall, last night you agreed to start the Helgramite treatment.
So?
Have you ever heard of the Helgramite worm, Mr. Judson?
What? No.
Ah, well, the capsule you swallowed last night contained a rare sort of tapeworm, the Helgramite larva. By now, the worm has attached itself to your stomach. Your drinking has stimulated its growth.
A worm? Oh, God. You gotta be kidding.
From now on, the Helgramite will absorb all the liquor you can consume. You won't feel any effect from drinking.
You don't think I believe any of this, do you?
Seeing is believing. Of course, this one's not yet fully grown.
things in me.
The pleasure of alcohol is over for you. No more buzz, Mr. Judson. No matter how much you drink, the worm will never be satisfied. And if ever you stop drinking, the pain will be excruciating.
How could you do this to me?
You did it to yourself.
Oh, I've got to get rid of it.
You can't! A worm is now part of you.
There's got to be something I can do.
There is.
What?
Starve it into dormancy.
How?
Stop drinking.
Stop drinking. I stop drinking, I can stop it.
It's dangerous. You might not live through it. And even if you succeed, the worm will always be waiting for you to drink again. Every time the Helgramite is wakened from his dormant state, it comes back stronger. Eventually, strong enough to kill you. I think the Helgramite is getting thirsty, Mr. Judson. Would you care for a drink to ease the pain? Or have you got the guts to stop?
You look terrible.
I want you to take Chad. Go stay with your mom and your dad for a week, maybe 2.
Why?
Because I'm gonna lick this thing once and for all. Cold turkey.
Same old broken record.
I know you don't believe me, but this time is different. Franny, give me one last chance.
Miley.
Please, I can do it.
What makes you think that this time is going to be any different?
It has to be. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, Chad.
Hello? Hello? Miley? Miley, is that you?
Oh, why did you do this to me? Oh, God, what gives you the right?
Oh, a right? What gave me the right? The pain you're feeling is nothing compared to what I went through when I lost my family.
The man had been drinking. My wife and 2 children were crossing the street with the light. He didn't even brake until after he'd hit them.
I came to you for help. I came to you for a second chance.
And I'm giving you a chance for a new life. You've begun the process. Now you either quit drinking or die.
Are you sick again, Daddy?
I've had it. I can't take anymore.
It's dangerous. You might not live through it. And even if you succeed, the worm will always be waiting for you to drink again. Every time the Helgramite is wakened from his dormant state, it comes back stronger. Eventually, strong enough to kill you.
Thanks. Keep them. Might need them.
Miley, where you been keeping yourself? You on the wagon again?
Saw to square my tab.
Thanks. How about a drink? It's on the house.
Gotta run.
See you around.
Miley Judson happened upon the simple discovery that there is no surefire cure, no quick fix, no shortcut to either sobriety or peace of mind. Some people achieve it through an individual act of will. Others find strength in numbers. What Miley Judson needed was a little something extra, something that could only be found in the Twilight Zone.
I'll need complete quiet, please.
Lights, a crowd, the proper atmosphere, and the common coin of desperate belief. Commodities necessary to the life and times of Leonard Randall, who may or may not be someone else as well.
I am Delos, and I am here. "10,000 years ago was I born, and 9,500 years ago did I die. I have walked the cobbled streets of the place men called Atlantis, but which we called Shuma Zamoria. My master in wisdom was Eli Ben Zamora, who studied at the feet of the Undying One himself. To you, I bring what little I can offer against the darkness. I am Delos, and I am among you. Speak, and you shall be heard."
So David is a nice man, and I think he's a soulmate, but I'm not sure. And I don't want to get married again until I found that soulmate. I'm really getting pretty desperate.
My child, in Shuma Zamoria there was a rare breed of butterfly with wings as golden as the morning sun, and very, very fast. If you would try to catch it, so you would never possess it. And the more you would try, the more angry and desperate you would become. But the children knew better. They would lay down and empty their thoughts and be calm, and soon enough, the golden-winged butterfly of Shuma Zamoria would land just so. Do you understand?
Yes. Thank you, Delos.
This vessel grows weary. We must not tax the goodwill of our host. I have time for one last question. You, the one this vessel calls Julia.
Thank you, Delos. A question, not for my own benefit. Why have you been silent for so long? And why have you come back now?
I come through the one called Leonard because he has been chosen to receive wisdom. The universe has selected him, and through this he shall gain great wisdom. As for the second question, 5,000 years ago, Shuma Zamoria was destroyed, cast down beneath the waves, a victim of its own decay. And now, this cycle begins again. A third change is nearly upon us. it may bring great good or great evil. And you. All of you will tilt a balance. My time here has ended. He whose body I inhabit has reached his limit, and I must go. Remember all I have said here today, and seek the light within each of you. I am Delos, and I wish you well.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming, but I'm afraid Leonard will have to rest for a while. We invite you to come back next week. And remember, an audio cassette of tonight's session will be available in the front lobby in about an hour. Thank you very much. Thank you. They're gone. Leonard? Leonard.
Hey, the Clippers are actually winning. Can you believe it?
It's about time. Here, I want you to sign here and here. Okay?
How was the take?
The usual. Up from yesterday, which was up from the day before.
Numbers?
We're booked solid on the 3-day retreat. Crystals, tapes, and amulets are up 5%. Book sales are up by 10, but holding. We got the printer standing by for another run after the TV show. Which reminds me, don't forget you got the pre-interview tomorrow afternoon at 3, okay?
Good. Should be quite a reaction when Delos goes coast to coast.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump till we have a show of our own.
One step at a time. As our good friend Delos might say.
Never take anything for granted in the prophet biz.
Words far truer than he suspects.
Hey, that's a good one.
Huh? Yeah, thanks. It is a good line. Listen, get me everything you can on Daphne Blake. The more I know going in, the better I'll be able to tailor Delos.
Yeah, will do. Shall I also send her a bio on you?
I suppose, but nothing too spectacular. Just indicate that I'm a humble tool of the great Delos.
But a worthy tool can be made from even the basest of metals.
Right.
So you understand, gentlemen, this is just a formality. Miss Blake Lake's first-time guest to come by, get a feel for the place. Let us know what you want to talk about. Right this way, please. Formality saves me the trouble of keeping notes. Is there anything in particular you'd like to mention when you're on the air?
Only that the true meaning in life is that which we choose to give it, and that the universe is not without mercy, and not so jealous that it cannot allow for a multitude of visions. All truths are correct, all creeds valid, and the only secret is that there is no secret.
We're having a rally at the Pacific Arts Stadium on the 14th. So perhaps Miss Blake would want to mention that.
Sure. Which part?
You'll have to excuse Mr. Randall. He's been working very hard. Sometimes it's hard to keep it all straight.
I have no trouble seeing things as they are. That is indeed my curse. I see this television as the single greatest time waster in the history of mankind. You make sport of people's pain and exploit people and sell trinkets to those who cannot afford them. You do this to increase your own wealth. Yes, I see things quite well indeed. And I see that the woman in whose employ you labor is an adulteress, a user of chemicals.
That'll be quite enough. You'll excuse me.
What the hell is wrong with you? Where's the guy? He's gone, and I wouldn't blame him if he had the appearance canceled after what you said.
I said what? I didn't say anything.
Leonard, don't play games with me.
I'm not, Don. Honest.
not, huh?
And I see that the woman in whose employ you labor is an adulteress, a user of chemical.
Who's that? It's you.
So what's the situation?
Okay, I talked to the producer at Daphne Blake's show. It took a lot of talking, Leonard, and a lot of favors called in, okay? We're still due to go on the air.
Hey, that's good at least.
Maybe. Leonard, this can't keep going on. Now, you're going to have to do something before we go on the show. You have to get control of that, that voice.
Well, it can't be Delos. There is no Delos. I mean, Don, we invented him. Remember? I said a 10,000-year-old warrior, and you thought I said a 10,000-year-old warrior. Hell, I thought you'd never stop laughing.
Yeah, only it's not funny anymore, Leonard. And the money and the good times, it all comes to a stop unless you can get this under control. Which is why I've made an appointment with someone for you. He's a specialist, and I think he can help.
A psychiatrist? No way. Not a chance.
Leonard, I don't know what's going on here, and neither do you. All I know is everything is riding on this show tomorrow. Now, mess up, man. And we're finished.
I said no. N-O. I can handle it!
I'm sorry. Look, can we backtrack a moment? I think there's something I'm not getting here. You're a trans-channeler, aren't you?
Yes.
Not to be judgmental, but you're supposed to hear voices, yes?
Yes.
Then what's the problem?
Well, it's, you've got to understand, Dr. Greenberg, I'm really getting this voice, see? And I've got to go on TV tomorrow, so unless you can help.
Television. Now I start to get the picture, so to speak. Mr. Randall, I've worked as a psychotherapist for 20 years. I pride myself on my record. If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not be the subject of this little publicity stunt. You may claim to hear as many voices as you wish, Mr. Randall, but do not come to me to add credibility to your little scam.
Yes, you are a good man. One of the few I have met recently.
That's right, and Oh, I see. And this is the voice, is it? Very nice. What else do you do?
I speak honestly, that's all. It's not unlike what you do, I think.
Oh, I see. And who might you be? Napoleon? Aristotle?
Napoleon is dead. Aristotle is dead. And you do not look well yourself. Why do you do that to yourself?
I think that'll be all for today, Mr. Randall.
You miss her very much, don't you?
What?
I see such pain in you. But there was nothing you could do. Even if you had arrived sooner, it would have been too late. Your wife misses you as much as you miss her. But she would prefer you did not hurry the reunion.
Get out!
What? What did I do?
Just, how dare you? How dare you use my wife too? Of all the cheap, just get out! Forget my fee, forget the whole thing, just go away!
Hey.
How do I look?
Never mind how you look. How do you feel?
I think it'll be okay. I taped myself last night, and the voice, whatever. It didn't say a word all night. Maybe it's gone.
Well, let's hope so.
3 minutes, Mr. Randall.
Look, just keep telling yourself, get through this, make Thalos a star, and we are set up for life. All right? Come on, let's get out of here.
Well, we're back. Our next guest has been making quite a splash these days, and we're very pleased to have him on the show. He's a trans-channeler, and that's a fascinating subject we'll explore in just a moment. But first, I'd like to welcome him to this, his first television appearance, Mr. Leonard Randall. Hello, Leonard. How are you? So, Leonard, could you start by telling us what this trans-channeling is all about? I mean, how would you describe what it is that you do?
These are sad times, Miss Blake. All that is mysterious, all that is magic has been leached away. People who do not see the magic in themselves seek it in someone else. They are so desperate for mystery, for something to believe in. They are willing to accept without question even the most outrageous propositions.
Such as?
Such as the man sitting in this chair. And for the honor of being treated like sheep, for the distinction of being treated like gullible children, they are willing to sacrifice. They would give it all for a scent of magic.
Mr. Randall, do you suppose that we could speak with Delos? He's the 10,000-year-old warrior that you channel, isn't he?
There is no Delos. There never was. Consider it an investment of innocence that turned a considerable profit. And now the game is over. The masquerade is ended. To the followers of Delos, I can only offer the sincere apologies of Leonard Randall. And one slightly used piece of wisdom. Do not seek enlightenment in the vain and self-indulgent proclamations of those who insist you must pay for your own soul. Do not seek it in this box or in the opinions of others. Seek it in the quiet turning of your own considered conscience. Thank you.
Well, folks, you've heard it here first. We'll be back right after these messages.
I'm almost afraid to ask.
The scandal's killing us. Everyone who's ever given us a dime is asking for it back. We've logged 200 angry calls. The investors are pulling out left, right, and center. Oh, yeah. And the IRS is nosing around. We were on shaky financial footing as it was. But now, if you're lucky, there's enough to get you a hotel somewhere for the night. If you're not...
What are we gonna do?
We? Hey, man, I'm out of here. Yeah, it's too bad, really. I thought you were sharp. I don't know. I thought you had it. Anyway, I was wrong. I got a gig with a healer down in Panama. Folks say he's the best around. Probably make it big in a few years. With the right lieutenant. Get some serious help, Leonard. And if we should ever cross a hallway somewhere, just pretend you never met me. I will.
Well, Leonard, guess it's all over now.
Quite to the contrary. It is only the beginning.
You. It's you.
Yes, I'm pleased that you can hear me at last. There was so much in the way between us. That's why I had to get rid of it all, you see. You couldn't hear me. Anger, Mr. Randall? It seems rather pointless, don't you think? Isn't that what you said? What Delos said? Submerge anger. Find the center.
The hell are you? Come on out! I'll kill you, you lousy! Where are you?
I'm here, Mr. Randall. With you.
Why are you doing this to me? Why?
Look over here, Mr. Randall. I'm here at your urging, Mr. Randall. You said the universe had chosen you for wisdom, and you, of all people, should know that sometimes, when you speak to the universe listens. You asked for wisdom, and now you will receive it. It will be a long process, but to that end I am willing to be your constant companion. I will be with you every moment, day and night, for as long as it takes.
How long? How long will it take?
20, 30 years at most. And now, as you say, in your modern world, let's take it from the top.
Critical reviews received and reluctantly acknowledged by Mr. Leonard Randall, a case study in showmanship, who found himself upstaged in the final act by the Twilight Zone.
All right, folks, closing time.
Oh, look at this shot. You'll never sink this in a million years. Guy thinks he's the next Fats Brown. Come on, let's get out of here.
Hey, Joe, how come he gets to stay?
Because he asks nice. Now get going.
I'm off to Mulvaney's. Anybody for a beer? Hey, Jesse.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
An impossible shot, but I made it. The right stuff, the right draw, perfect position. And what do I get? Fats Brown, Fats Brown. Well, I'm sick of it, Fats Brown. I'm the best pool cue on Randolph Street. Me, Jesse Cardiff, and everybody knows it. Fats was good. So he was good. But he's dead. Do you hear me? He's dead. He's been dead for 15 years, but every time I turn around, I hear about him. That was pretty good, Jesse, but Fats was better. Fats was the best, Jesse. Fats Brown is dead. If he was alive in this room, I could beat him. You'd see, I'd give anything to play him one game. I'd show you who's best. One game. One lousy game.
At your service.
Jesse Cardiff, pool shark, the best on Randolph Street, who will soon learn that trying to be the best at anything carries its own special risk, in or out of the Twilight Zone.
You called?
You're
Dead? Not really. As long as people talk about you, you don't really die. As long as people speak your name, you continue. The legend doesn't die because the man does.
This is impossible.
Nothing's impossible. Just some things are less likely than others, that's all.
This isn't a rib. You're him. You're
James Howard Brown. See, my friends call me Fats. Now, I know it's a shock, but you called me. I didn't call you.
didn't mean that it...
It's just a lot of talk.
I was only...
You like to play with fire, but you don't like to cook. Is that it? You know that you're not as good as you claim to be. You know deep down inside that you're second rate.
Hey, hold on.
Strictly second rate. What, are you afraid? Look, I come a long way. I don't like to be fooled with. I meet guys like you all the time. A little knack, a little skill, a little style. But when the heat's on, you choke. Excuse me.
You've never seen me play. How you know I can't beat you? It is possible, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's possible. But you ain't gonna do it with your mouth.
All right, fat boy, dead or alive. I'll tell you something. You may be some tin god, but I think you're just a big balloon waiting for somebody to put a needle in you. Well, I'm that somebody. And this is the needle.
So you play me then?
Rack 'em.
Steaks?
Steaks?
Yeah, there's something to make the game a little more interesting.
Any or all of it? Hey.
Use your brains, kid. What good is that to me?
Then what?
Something to make my long journey worthwhile.
Name it.
You said that you'd give anything to play with me. Anything?
What are you talking about, pal? Just what kind of stakes are you talking about?
Life or death.
What?
You beat me, you live. You lose, you die. It's interesting. It's interesting to see how much faith you have in yourself. You don't want to be the best bad enough, kid. When I was your age, I'd have jumped at the chance. But then again, I wasn't second rate.
Hey, hold on. You say I don't want to be the best bad enough? You're wrong. Do you know how many nights I slept on this table? Yeah, I did that. I made a deal with the owner. That way I could practice after the place closed. I haven't seen a movie in years. I haven't read a book. I haven't dated a girl because it would take too much time from this table.
That's a lot of talk. You'll never know till you risk everything.
Stop pushing! Wait! Don't go.
Then you accept the terms. Life or death.
Rack the balls.
I had this specially made for me in St. Louis. Rock maple, ebony. Cost me $600. I've been making a living from it for about 25 years.
What's the name of the game? 9-ball? 8-ball?
Rotation.
Get out of here. Nobody plays that.
I do. What's money, not up to it?
I'm up to it. I know the rules. 300 points. You toss for that break?
Sure.
Call it.
Tails. Change your mind? You can, you know. Heads. My break. Two balls on the rail. A perfect break. No advantage given. Now it's your turn to scatter the balls.
Do something with that.
Looks like you're sewed up. It'll cost you if you don't connect with the one ball.
Bank. Two rails, two ball corner pocket. Did you see that, fat boy? Funny. No man can rise to the occasion when his life is at stake. 2 ball, 2 points.
Not bad.
It was great! You're like all the others. You keep trying to bring me down. When I was a kid, there were plenty of guys like you. Guys that were good at things. Like music, basketball, arithmetic. They'd do everything they could to make me feel this high.
But you fooled them, didn't you?
Right. I knew that somewhere there was something I could be good at. I had the eye for it.
What happened to it?
Ball, you scratch, and that'll cost you points.
Your shot.
You have 7.
Game's young yet, my friend. Very young. Shoot. Rack them, please. $15 ball in that pocket, and a perfect break at the same time. 1. And 2. 3. 4.
You need every ball on the table to win. I only need one of them.
You know, Jesse, there's more to life than this pool hall. I mean, it's not right for you to keep yourself cooped up here like this. I mean, you ought to get out a little more, see what's going on outside.
You didn't become the best by sitting on a park bench. You spent plenty of time with the cue in your hands.
Yeah, of course I did, but I still had a life. I mean, I've been to places where they never even heard of pool. I know. I don't look the part, but I've made love. I've watched sunsets. I've swam in the ocean. And when I think of all the beautiful things that there are to do in this world, it hurts me to see you rotting away. Because that's what you're doing. You're rotting in this dark room.
You're lying. You're trying to distract me. That's low. You made me miss!
A little gamesmanship, a little pressure, and you come apart. That's kid stuff. To break your concentration, you go wild.
That's it. The game ball. All my life, I've waited for this moment. Sink it, and I beat you. I become the greatest.
If you sink it.
You're sweating. Why are you nervous?
For reasons you probably wouldn't understand.
Oh, I understand. It means a lot, doesn't it? Even to a dead man. To have your name up there as the unbeatable champion of all time.
Well, it carries a certain satisfaction, yes.
I'll give you a shot at my crown, Jesse. But only if you're willing to stake your life on the game. Couldn't be just a friendly game, could it?
Well, I take him as I get him. It's not just a friendly game to you. It's a life or death thing. So I acted accordingly. You see, the champions and the legends serve a purpose. They're an incentive. They're a challenge.
I don't need no challenge.
Everybody needs a challenge. The great musicians, they're better. They're better because of Bach. They're better because of Beethoven, Mozart. See, I'm just a pool player. But I'm the best.
You were the best. what are you waiting for? Get it over with. You said life or death.
No, you really didn't expect me to kill you, now, did you?
You said if I'd won, I'd live. If I'd lost, I'd die.
And you will. As all second-raters die. You'll be buried and forgotten without me touching you. See, if you'd have beaten me, if you'd have beaten me, you would have lived forever.
You tricked me.
No. No, you just have to be tested under pressure, that's all. Any man can be a marksman if the target doesn't shoot back.
Wait! It's not over! I haven't given up. I'll practice. Night and day. I'm still alive. I can be better. I will be better. You're from me again, Fat Sprout.
Lives of great men all remind us we can make our lives sublime. And departing, leave behind us footprints on the sands of time, on the earth as we know it, and in the Twilight Zone.
That's funny.
What?
The trash. I could have Okay, never mind. Never mind. All right, where is it? My mug. Kathy?
What is it now?
My mug. The mug I keep my pencils in, it's gone. So is the trash. And what's this doing on my desk?
It's your political science book, isn't it?
I know what it is.
After the last test grade, I wasn't sure. Ah, come on. There's nothing to get upset about. So you're a little sloppy. It's not a capital offense. My mother loses her car keys twice a day.
Well, I don't. And I'm not as sloppy.
What are you doing? What is it?
There's someone in the closet.
The White House burglar. Come on, Jen, give me a break. This is really getting out of hand. There's no one in the closet. Here, look for yourself. See? No one. Nothing. It's just a...
You're not Jennifer Templeton.
Not me. Her.
don't believe it.
Just give her the mug back and let's get out of here.
Right. I'm sorry for the intrusion. We didn't mean to disturb you.
Not so damn fast.
I'm sorry, Madam President, I mean...
You shut up and jump now. Oh, damn it. I'm really sorry about the mug. We weren't supposed to take anything you'd miss. The first president of Earth, and she's practically in tears. God knows what effect this will have on the time stream. And if you go back to see Cleopatra again, don't bother coming home.
Keep your hands off that.
Let him go, Kath.
Thank you. I know now why they called you the Great Peacemaker. Well, I'm history. It's been nice meeting you, Madam President.
Jenny, what's going on here?
I'm not sure. But I think I'd better quit cutting political science.
Give me 15 yards! Baldy, hit him, man! Come on! Knock it off! You wait! Get in that place!
I've been cut.
I have to watch that for infection, of course, but there's no serious muscle damage.
It's a good thing it was in my left hand. It's always been lazy. Kept me from becoming a Billy Joel.
Rick, did you say you're adjusting to prison life?
Oh.
Look, you don't have to answer my questions.
No, it's all right. I'll answer your question. I'm adjusting fine, Doctor. I've got a swell room, a couple of great guys from roommates. We're redecorating. Getting a lot of exercise, too.
Yeah, well, that's not what I meant.
What do you mean?
You're not fitting in. Now, you got the white game ticked off at you. And even though you play like Ray Charles, you hardly qualify for the black game.
What am I supposed to do, stand around while some guys get knifed? Wouldn't make me any better than the rest of them, would it? In spite of what the jury said, I didn't kill anybody. I don't belong here. I'm not ever going to act like I belong here either.
Well, then, we're going to be seeing a lot of each other, you and I.
Then you better start sterilizing those needles.
Smart move, Frost. Yourself a little flesh wound. Get yourself out of heavy work detail. Wish I thought of it. Eddie, another fish.
Thanks, man.
Cut away.
You're Frost, huh?
Yeah.
Piano player? Knocked off your girlfriend.
She was my former girlfriend. They found her in a car that had been stolen from me, but I couldn't prove any of it.
You don't even look like a guy.
I got a parking ticket once.
Eddie O'Hara.
How you doing?
All right. Now, we got a job to do. We got to line up some chairs in the chapel.
Yeah.
For His Eminence the Bishop, he's going to say Mass next week.
Yeah.
If you had a piano or something, could you play Ave Maria, something like that?
Yeah, sure. Where the hell am I going to get a piano around here? What's a piano doing up here?
It's a gift from my old pal, Mickey Shaughnessy. Sent over right after he disappeared.
Mickey Shaughnessy, wasn't he some kind of gangster? Around Dutch Schultz, Al Capone, those guys?
Yeah, he was like those guys. But his territory was show business, vaudeville and bands and clubs. The Shamrock Club was his. He was a music lover. Now, he may have sent this piano over so the guys could gather around it and sing.
Huh. Didn't get much use, did it?
Eddie!
Yeah, I'll be right with you. Talk to Max. Maybe we get this thing moved to the chapel.
Yeah, okay. Scott Joplin, Maple Leaf Rag. Printed in 1899.
Hey, get him up. Hey, yeah.
Hey, Ricky. Why don't you come play some ball with us? Sorry, bad hand.
Leave him alone.
Thanks, I guess I owe you one.
Yeah, I guess so.
Eddie, you've been in here a long time, right?
Well, if you call 50 years a long time.
How do you get him to leave you alone?
I believe in the 11th commandment. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But do it unto them first.
It's a hell of a way to live.
Yeah, but you live. I was a rough kid, traveled with a rough crowd. I almost got myself into big trouble. But I'll tell you something. I didn't kill that guy. Mickey framed me.
Shaughnessy was your old pal.
Yeah, he was. That was a long time ago. We had a problem. We were both in love with the same girl. Mickey said he'd make her a star. He even played piano for her when she sang in his clubs.
So he decided to eliminate the competition, right?
Listen, where'd you disappear to yesterday? Max and I were looking all over for you.
I'll tell you, Eddie, as soon as I figure it out myself.
You do that. Remember, you owe me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see if anything else does the trick. Over there, George M. Cohen. 1917.
From here, it would be, south from here.
Arkansas, Texas?
103rd Street.
103rd Street?
Yeah. See, let me buy you a beer and then you could play that song again.
Yeah, sure.
Right, 1 second.
Thank you.
Sure. Well, I'll tell you, you sure can play that thing.
So far, so good.
Damn it!
It was the weirdest thing that ever happened to me in my life. Both times I started playing one of those old songs and then boom, I'm right back in time, right? First I was in a park. The next time I was in some place called the Shamrock Club.
Mm-hmm.
It was the weirdest thing. I could taste the beer. I could smell the cigarettes. You think I'm nuts, don't you? Maybe. You know, I keep thinking that if I could just pick the right music and the right year, I could stay there.
Hey, man, don't go by me. If I was smart, would I be working here?
Listen, I appreciate the needlework. I'll see you around sometime.
Hey, are you going somewhere?
I don't know. I hope so. Hey, Max, have you seen Eddie?
Hey, I got enough problems taking care of everybody else.
Just tell him I'm looking for him, all right? Okay, let's do it.
Good idea.
You know, you never let me give you a real state panel welcome, Ricky. My only problem is deciding whether to kill you right now or just cripple you. You think you might be grateful to me if I let you live? Car's coming. Later, Ricky. Don't leave town.
Okay. See, way to be good. No, it's shaking the blues away. Shaking the blues away. No, it's someone to watch over me. 1928. That's good. Calvin Coolidge, Flappers, bathtub gin. That's great.
Don't worry about Thompson. He's got the brain of a houseplant. Now, what'd you want?
I got this crazy idea. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. What would you give to see Mickey Shaughnessy face to face again?
To see me?
Yeah.
I'd be willing to spend a year in hell. Why?
Put your hands on the piano.
Do what?
Put your hands on the piano. Here. Look, here.
The Shamrock Club?
Yeah.
The Shaughnessy's place. Yeah. But these look new.
I know they're new because I was there yesterday, the Shamrock Club in Chicago. Now look, if I got this thing figured out right, all I gotta do is play the right tune and you and I can be back in Chicago in 1928.
1928?
Ed, put your hands on the piano, it won't work.
Hey, look, kid, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But when you've been in a slammer for 50 years, you don't believe in magic anymore.
I have to do this, Eddie.
So go ahead and do it. Be my guest.
Jimmy who?
The player from the Shamrock, the guy who was overpaying to be here tonight.
I don't know. I think he took sick. The union sent me over.
The union?
Yeah.
Shorty, make a note. I want to see Jimmy Melton over at the club tomorrow morning.
Jimmy, Shamrock, tomorrow. Got it, Mr. Shaughnessy.
Mickey Shaughnessy?
Yeah, who are you expecting, Babe Ruth? Hey, this is my house, and that's my piano you're trying to play.
I think he's doing a very good job, honey. And he's cuter than Jimmy, too.
Damn it. Shorty! Mom wanted to want you to get me one of them classy new pianos. What do you call them? Grand piano. From the club. And I want you to just get rid of this old cat house number.
Sure thing. What do you want me to do with it?
Why don't you just send it on over to Ellen's old friend O'Hara in the state pen? He'll appreciate the sentiment. Now, I'm gonna give you one more chance, buddy. I want to see some people dancing. So why don't you play that new Gershwin thing? It's wonderful.
Could you hum a few bars? I'm not sure if I know that one.
The song of the year, and you don't know it?
No.
Why don't you show him how it's played, Mickey? I'm sure he'd appreciate the sentiment.
Move over. I can play it slow. Or a little bit more up-tempo.
You can dance, can't you?
Yeah, sure.
Don't worry about Mickey.
Hell am I?
Mickey Shaughnessy?
Who are you? Do I know you?
Don't you recognize me, Mickey? Eddie O'Hara. Your old pal.
Eddie O'Hara. Where am I? Tell me where I am.
You're right where you belong, Mickey. With me. Now, I'd like to be the first to give you a state pen welcome.
You know where Mickey went?
Yeah, I do. He went outside. He said he'd be gone for quite a while.
Oh, well, that wouldn't be the first time. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. As a